Karol Józef Wojtyła was born on May 18, 1920, in Wadowice, Poland. His mother died when Karol was 8 years old, fostering a lifelong devotion to the Blessed Mother Mary. An intelligent young man, he studied many languages and became an actor and a playwright. Because of the Nazi occupation, he studied for the priesthood in an underground seminary and was ordained a priest in November 1946. The young Karol also studied in Rome and returned to Poland under communist domination. He was ordained a bishop in 1958 and was elected pope in 1978. Pope John Paul II had one of the longest reigns in the church history. He is credited with the fall of communism in Eastern Europe, the Catechism of the Catholic Church, the new Code of Canon Law, the Theology of the Body, World Youth Day, 14 encyclicals, and many books and apostolic letters. He died on April 2, 2005, and was canonized in 2014.
Brothers and sisters, do not be afraid to welcome Christ and accept His power. Help the Pope and all those who wish to serve Christ, and with Christ's power to serve the human person and the whole of mankind. Do not be afraid. Open wide the doors for Christ, to His saving power. Open the boundaries of states, economic and political systems, the vast fields of culture, civilization and development. Do not be afraid. Christ knows what is in man. He alone knows it. Number 5. Inauguration Homily, A.D. 1978.
And so we will stand up every time that human life is threatened. When the sacredness of life before birth is attacked, we will stand up and proclaim that no one ever has the authority to destroy unborn life. When a child is described as a burden or is looked upon only as a means to satisfy an emotional need, we will stand up. When the institution of marriage is abandoned to human selfishness or reduced to a temporary conditional arrangement that can easily be terminated, we will stand up and affirm the indissolubility of the marriage bond. When the value of the family is threatened because of social and economic pressures, we will stand up and reaffirm that the family is necessary not only for the private good of every person, but also for the common good of every society, nation and state.
National Mall Homily, 7 October 1979.
When both unite so intimately with each other that they become one flesh, their conjugal union presupposes a mature consciousness of the body. Better yet, This union carries within itself a particular awareness of the meaning of that body and the reciprocal self-gift of the persons. In every conjugal union of man and woman, there is a new discovery of the same original consciousness, of the unitive meaning of the body and its masculinity and femininity. The biblical text, Genesis, thereby indicates at the same time that each union of this kind renews in some way the mystery of creation in all its original depth and vital power. Procreation is rooted in creation, and every time it reproduces in some way its mystery. General Audience of November 21st, 1979, Theology of the Body.
The Redeemer suffered in place of man and for man. Every man has his own share in the redemption. Each one is also called to share in that suffering through which the redemption was accomplished. He is called to share in that suffering through which all human suffering has also been redeemed. In bringing about the redemption through suffering, Christ has also raised human suffering to the level of redemption. Thus each man, in his suffering, can also become a sharer in the redemptive suffering of Christ. Saint Pope John Paul II, Salvifici Dolores, number 19, 1984.
Wherefore, in order that all doubt be removed regarding a matter of great importance, a matter which pertains to the Church's divine constitution itself, in virtue of my ministry of confirming the brethren, I declare that the Church has no authority whatsoever to confer priestly ordination on women, and that this judgment is to be definitively held by all the Church's faithful. Number 4, Ordinatio Sacerdotalis, AD 1994.
When the Church celebrates the Eucharist, the memorial of her Lord's death and resurrection, this central event of salvation becomes really present, and the work of our redemption is carried out. The sacrifice is so decisive for the salvation of the human race that Jesus Christ offered it and returned to the Father only after he had left us a means of sharing in it, as if we had been present there. Each member of the faithful can thus take part in it and inexhaustibly gain its fruits. St. Pope John Paul II, AD 2003, Ecclesia de Eucharistia, number 11.